What's up everybody, welcome to today's video. My name is Trevor Peterson, I'm 24 years old, I sell on Amazon full-time, and I just got my first rental property a few months ago. And in today's video, I want to break down my experiences of being a landlord, talking about the property itself, breaking down the numbers, and helping you know or decide whether or not you want to be a landlord yourself. So I'm really excited about today's video. If you guys are too, go down, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe and share this channel with a friend that is looking to start investing in real estate. So let's dive into it. Okay, so let's first talk about the property itself and how we were able to get the property and give you guys a little bit of back history. So in 2017, at the end of the year, so about 2.5 years ago-ish, we decided to purchase a townhome, my wife and I. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. The basement's unfinished, so it's plumbed for a bathroom. So in the future, we could finish the basement. It's about 2,400 square feet if you include the basement. Without the basement, it's about 1,900-ish of living space. Has a 2-car garage, and it's an awesome home. It was built like 5 years ago, so it's a really new home. We actually bought it from some family friends of ours that I grew up with just down the street, and so we were able to work out a really good deal. We avoided the real estate fees, and we basically did buy, own, or sell. And that's how we purchased it, was by owner. So it worked out really good for us. We got a really good deal on it. We probably saved $20,000 because of the real estate fees, and it was a family friend of ours. So overall, it was an awesome property for us, and we had the intent when we moved in that we were going to rent it out in the future, and that's what we did. We lived there for about 2 years, and for the most part, you have to, if you buy something and you want to rent it out, you have to live in it for at least a year. You have to own or occupy it for a year, and then you can do whatever you want with it. And there's some huge benefits to that. You can get some better interest rates on your mortgage. So we did finance it, and you don't have to put as much money down, and it just works out a little bit better. So that's what we ended up doing. So now let's dive into my screen and let's break down the rental property numbers. And I have everything kind of laid out right here. We have the mortgage, which is $1,100. That includes the property taxes, and we're paying like a couple dollars more every single month just to make it an even number. We're paying a little bit more principal, not a huge deal. Then we have the HOA, which is $130. That includes exterior insurance, that includes snow removal, that includes pest control, garbage removal, and landscaping. So all of that's included in the HOA. Then we have renter's insurance, which is super cheap. I think it's like $20. So that total is about $1,250. Then we have the rent, which we decided to charge $1,730, which we probably could have charged a little bit more, but I wanted really good renters, and I'll kind of explain why we priced it like that. So $1,730, then they also are responsible for the utilities. So if you subtract $1,730 minus the $1,250, we're cash flowing about $480 give or take. Now that doesn't include if we have any repairs, if something goes wrong. We don't have a property manager. I'm managing the property. I was the one that got the tenant. I was the one that listed the listing, and I basically did everything, and it was a super cool experience. And I just kind of wanted to give you guys my feedback and let you know, is it hard? Is it difficult? Like, what are my thoughts? So those are the numbers. I'm happy that we're cash flowing. I mean, it's awesome every single month to get a $1,730 Venmo. We do Venmo, it's super easy. A Venmo, I deposit it, the mortgage comes out, cash flowing. That also doesn't include the principal that we're paying down every single month. That doesn't include the taxes that we're saving every single year by having this. So overall, as an investment side, I'm really happy. Now, there's other things that I want to do in the future, and I'll show you guys. I have some cool things that I'm working on with a company, and I'm really excited about it. And this is kind of why I wanted to make this video, is just to kind of give you guys my experience of being a landlord and what I want to do in the future, because I want to get multiple properties, and this is just my first. So let's go back to the rent and the tenants and basically that process. So like I was saying, I created the listing and we showed different tenants. They came in, looked at the house. We kind of got to know them. We got a feeling of, okay, are they trustworthy? Are they going to be messy? Do they have a bunch of kids? Do they have pets? Things like that. And this one couple came And I was just super happy with them. They had really good work history. They had been renting previous for the last 10 years with another landlord. It's just he ended up selling that property, so they ended up moving. And so I was really happy with the history of these new tenants that were coming in. They didn't have any pets, they didn't have any kids, and they were a clean couple. And so I was like, great, this is going to be perfect. And so that's why I decided to have the rent just a little bit lower, and we ended up signing a 2-year rental agreement. So I know that probably may not be the smartest, but for me, I was like, you know what, 2 years, that's awesome. Let them pay my mortgage for 2 years, get some more equity, and then at 2 years, maybe I want to sell that property and do something else with that money, or maybe they want to re-sign, or maybe I'll find a new tenant. So from my first experience, I was like, you know what, let's just do it. It may have been a risky one, and I know a lot of times you may want to do like a year, and at the end of the year, maybe that tenant was kind of bad and you want to get a new one, or maybe you want to increase rent where we're kind of locked in for 2 years, but that's okay. And so far things have been amazing. Every single month they've paid on time, and I know during this pandemic a lot of landlords have had issues where basically they haven't paid because they've been without jobs, and luckily one of them works at a bank, and so they didn't lose their job, they're still working, they're still busy, and they've been able to pay every single month on time without any issues. So that's been an amazing experience of that. I know that things are kind of uneasy right now with the current situation, but it's been a great experience for us. Now I kind of want to talk about a few problems that we've had. Just kind of being the property manager, it hasn't been that big of a deal, but we've had a few messages from them saying, hey, this is going on or this, and you'll kind of laugh with what I'm going to kind of explain with what happened. So we've gotten 2 texts saying that there's been problems. The first one was the porch light was out, so they weren't sure if it was broken, but it was just a simple light bulb, so all I needed to do was fix the light bulb. And luckily, I live like 5 minutes away, so it's super easy, and actually my office is like down the street from it, so it's super close. And then they were also confused on the master light switch, so we installed a fan in there, and they were confused why there was 2 switches, and basically it was just a phone call to explain what was going on. And that's it. That's the only issues that we've had. Oh, I did forget one. Other one is we did end up paying $75 extra in utilities because I forgot to turn off auto pay for my utilities. And so they switched it in their name, but I was basically paying auto pay, and I didn't realize it. I didn't really look at it until 3 months later. It was like $25 each month for the sewer. And I'm looking, I'm like, what's going on? And so I just called the company like, oh, you have auto pay, and so they haven't really been getting any bills because you've just been paying it. So I just turned that off. That was like a $75 loss. I was going to message them and say, hey, do you want to pay the $75? But I was like, you know what? They've paid on time. They've done awesome. They've kept the property clean. I'm just going to let it be. I'll take that $75 loss and just kind of deal with it. So honestly, that's my experience. It's been easy. It took me like a week to find tenants. And again, I may have rushed into things. I could have maybe got a little bit more. The 1730, I may have got on the high end like 1800, which I probably should have been a little bit more patient, but I was antsy. We were trying to buy a house. And so I was like, I just need to find a tenant, and if I would have gone back, I probably would have been a little bit more patient, and I probably could have got a little bit more money. But at the end of the day, I'm happy. We haven't had any issues. I'll keep you guys updated for the future properties that I buy. I'll keep you updated with this property, but it's been an amazing experience. I'm super happy that I was able to do that, where to basically have a rental property at 24 years old, and I look to buy a few more this year, which I'll keep you guys updated as well. But super happy with it. I'm a landlord at 24, and it's because of Amazon. And if you guys are interested in learning how to create an Amazon business to maybe build up some capital so that you can become a landlord, check out the channel, subscribe. I have tons of videos. I also have a full program breaking down basically the steps of how to start selling from A to Z. So if you guys are interested, all the links will be down in the description. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my experiences of being a landlord and learned something. And if you guys did, subscribe, like the video, drop a comment, and we will talk to you guys soon.